As we continue down this road to SummerSlam, there's one question that I have looking at the matches that have already been named for SummerSlam, and that question is, can SummerSlam save WWE in 2026? Look, let's call it like it is. WWE so far has had a pretty rough 2026. Things haven't been all that good. Ticket sales are starting to struggle, and we've seen just a massive drop off from WWE compared to where we were 2 years ago, coming out of what was an amazing WrestleMania 40. WWE has been on a downward slope ever since. But the more I looked at the matches that have already been confirmed for SummerSlam, the more this thought kept kind of creeping into my mind. Can we see a scenario in which SummerSlam can save WWE's year? So, in this video, we're obviously going to be talking about SummerSlam, and we're going to be taking a look at the matches that have been confirmed so far, and we're going to kind of compare it to WrestleMania. But real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you are a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So let's start off by talking about this already insanely stacked card. You have CM Punk and Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. You have Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. You have Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi in a Hell in a Cell match. You have Liv Morgan taking on Io Sky in a Women's World Championship. You have Penta taking on Chad Gable in an Intercontinental Championship. Then you have the six-man tag team match between LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys taking on the team of the Usos and Jacob Fatu. So already, those matches alone, insane. The star power alone in those matches, I have a hard time seeing that WWE could possibly mess this up. And not only do you have the big name aspect, but you also have them with something major on the line. You have two of WWE's biggest titles on the line. You have Oba Femi trying to conquer Brock Lesnar once and for all in Hell in a Cell. You have the Women's World Championship. You have the Intercontinental Championship between Penta and Chad Gable, which should be an incredible match and could legitimately give that division even more life. So not only is the star power in these matches incredible, but also the stakes couldn't be higher. And then when you take a look at the stories that we've gotten so far, they've all been pretty good. The build for Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins has been really, really good so far. And look, there is time for WWE to mess that up, but so far what we've gotten is pretty freaking good. And especially what we got in their last segment together during the contract signing, where we had Roman Reigns just completely obliterate Seth Rollins after Seth Rollins delivered a very, very good promo of his own. Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi's build has been really, really good as well. Albeit, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole restraining order thing and Oba just chucking the cops out because he can. To me, I just want to see these two go at it back and forth. And look, Oba Femi has crushed it in every facet of this feud. In-ring work has been amazing. His promo work has been equally as amazing. And Brock Lesnar's Brock Lesnar. You know what you're going to get out of Brock Lesnar, especially going up against a guy like Oba Femi. So that build has been really, really, really solid so far. As for Punk and Cody, we really haven't gotten a ton out of them. We've only gotten really one true segment between the two. What we got was pretty good, but I do expect there to be a little more building in that story when those two team up at Saturday night's main event when they take on Gunther and Sami Zayn. And obviously, we're going to see WWE run the classic story of can they coexist. Liv Morgan and Io Sky has been okay. I think that build is starting to really get going. We did just see Liv Morgan completely obliterate Io Sky with the title, so I think that feud could really start picking up here as we get closer to SummerSlam. And as for Penta and Chad Gable, story hasn't really been there yet because we really haven't gotten a chance to see these two in the ring together against each other to set up this match, but the match should speak for itself. It's going to be an incredible match. And the more I looked at these confirmed matches, the more I started to see this as kind of a more proper WrestleMania. Because what we saw at WrestleMania was WWE just trying to completely overcomplicate things. The story that they're currently telling between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins is the history between Roman and Seth. And that's exactly the story that they should have told between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. And obviously, we know what happened with that story and how it just got completely messed up and muddy with the involvement of Pat McAfee and then Jelly Roll, and it became something that was completely different from what it should have been. And that's another thing that we really haven't seen so far on this road to SummerSlam is the celebrity involvement. Now look, I've said it before many, many times. I'm okay with the celebrity involvement just as long as A, it makes sense, and B, the celebrity actually has a legitimate love and care for the business. Like, I'm okay with Bad Bunny coming back. Like, I'm perfectly fine with Bad Bunny coming back and getting involved in a match because he has shown that he has a true love and care for the business. But obviously, we've seen guys like Travis Scott who came in and just didn't really care, and it was all about a paycheck for him. And obviously, I hope that WWE has learned their lesson with that. Now, I'm not saying that Pat McAfee, Jelly Roll, those type of guys don't care about the business because I genuinely think that at least Jelly Roll does. Pat McAfee, I think he does, but I think he plays it up a lot. But even someone like Lil Yachty, who I think has done a really, really good job with Trick Williams, honestly. So again, I'm okay with celebrity involvement, but they need to care. It can't just be a cash grab for these guys. Now, in saying that, the fact that we haven't had really any celebrity involvement so far on this road to SummerSlam is a big thumbs up for me because I think that that caused a lot of problems for WrestleMania. Now, something that has been in the rumor mill as of late, and I think it's a very good thing, and that is ESPN wanting more matches from WWE PLEs. Obviously, this partnership between WWE and ESPN, the big thing is the first hour of WWE PLEs being solely on ESPN. And that deal, for what it is, I think has done pretty well, but it's what happens after that first hour ends. Because your casual wrestling fan that just watched the first hour of your PLE on cable TV maybe isn't necessarily going to go to ESPN Plus to stream the rest of the show. And even if they do, you're only getting an extra maybe 3 matches. And given the price of what it is for ESPN Plus, I don't think it's worth it at all. So it would make sense for ESPN to want more matches for WWE shows. And I really would have thought that WWE would have kind of gotten the hint a little bit on that and they would have kind of done it themselves. But this is a good thing in my opinion. If this is true, this is a good thing. Now, everything that we just talked about are all good things so far. However, the big thing with WWE in 2026 has been the execution. We've seen WWE have these interesting ideas, but it's their failure to execute on those ideas. And this is where SummerSlam can absolutely fail. If WWE cannot execute perfectly with SummerSlam, I don't think there's a chance that we see WWE reach the levels that we just saw 2 years ago anytime soon. But I genuinely believe that if they can execute everything perfectly for SummerSlam, and we have more matches, we have less celebrity involvement, we have less ad time, I think WWE can make SummerSlam into a truly game-changing show. And I'm not talking about Triple H coming out and talking about a new era and talking about how the SummerSlam is going to completely change the landscape of the WWE when nothing really ever changes. I genuinely think that if they can execute on SummerSlam, I think it can be one of those nights that completely changes everything. And again, there is a lot of time still between now and SummerSlam, so a lot can go right and a lot can go wrong. But what I am seeing so far is WWE really trying to put all of their chips on the table for SummerSlam and them kind of showing the fans that we are still WWE. We are still the company that you fell in love with. It's their time to execute it. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comments section if you genuinely believe that SummerSlam can save WWE in 2026. Given what we know about SummerSlam so far, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it actually can save WWE, or do you think WWE can still manage to screw this up? As always, don't forget to leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That's the only link in the description for a reason. That is because it will take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. I do strongly suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, we are most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. So we will be over on X for Saturday night's main event, providing updates to whoever wins, whoever loses, and whatever else happens on Saturday night's main event. And we are also over on Instagram and TikTok as well. Over there, you can expect clips from these videos, and it's just another place for me to post when I do upload a video on here to YouTube. So if you do enjoy these videos and you're looking for some extra content, again, Linktree link in the description. It'll take you to wherever you want to go. So with all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Again, both are free, both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here, because it genuinely does mean the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.